How's it going, everyone? I hope you're good. We are back this year with a bit more content. Lockdown has not been the easiest. If you're wondering why we've been away for a while, it's because I've been working on a relatively big project. Or you probably weren't wondering and are just probably used to my random absences at this point. So let me just jump right into it. What am I, Philip DeFranco? We have been working on a project based on the book called A Darker Shade of Magic by VE Schwab. It is a book that is a really fun, fantastic book. Let me read the blurb for you in a trailer voice. I won't be able to do this as good as John Bailey, but, you know, I'll do my best.
Kel is one of the last travelers, magicians with a rare ability to travel between parallel universes, connected by one magical city. There's Grey London, without magic, ruled by the Mad King George III. Red London, where magic is revered and where Kel was raised alongside the heir to the Empire. White London, where people fight to control the remaining magic and magic fights back. Once, there was Black London.
You know, reading this is interesting, but it's not quite as appropriate to the project that we've been working on because our focus is a little more on the character of Lila Bard, who's a secondary protagonist and subsequently becomes one of the main characters throughout the trilogy. Having read the book myself before we started working on the project, I really enjoyed it. It gives me vibes of like Fullmetal Alchemist and Avatar. Kelsey came to me with the idea of working on a project. I was like, hell yeah, I would love to work on something like this. The character of Lila Bard is this thief in London, in Grey London, which is supposed to be our London in like the Regency era. It's a lot of fun because we got to go and film in places that were very unique. I'm going to be doing a whole video all about some great places to shoot in London, especially ones that make it look like Victorian era. That's going to be coming out sometime later this month. I took on a similar role as I did for Sisters of House Black, which was this is kind of almost like a spiritual successor to it in a way, because it's a lot of the same crew, a lot of the same team. Because the project as a whole is, I think, a bit smaller scale than Sisters of House Black, I got to take my time with some of the shots in a way that I didn't get to do with Sisters of House Black, and I really enjoyed that fact. If you're into that sort of like mystical mystery sort of story, then you'll really love this book as such, and I hope that if you like the book, you'll like the project that we've been working on. The main project, I think, is going to be coming out on Kelsey's channel again, just like with Sisters of House Black, which, by the way, is at the time of recording 6.3 million views, so thank you so much to all of you who watched that. It was great because I got to work alongside my fiance again, April, who acted as a producer on this project, and it was not the first time that Rain and I have worked together, but it was the first time on a large-scale project, and that was really enjoyable. It's interesting to work with somebody who you love working with and admire on something a larger scale, because there's always going to be the clashes of personality, there's always going to be clashes of decisions of what way to do things, and I think we worked really well together, and we worked really well as a team together. And in fact, relatively recently, we went out and did another YouTube video together, which I'm still in the process of editing right now. Just basically about the differences between shooting on a phone and shooting on a pro camera. But yeah, that's the big project that's coming out soon. I'm also working on a book right now myself. I've decided to try and go back to my writer's roots. It's a small little thing that I'm working on. But we've got a whole bunch of new stuff. I'm actually going to start doing some gear reviews, but a bit different to the way a lot of other YouTubers do them. Where a lot of YouTubers tend to focus on the specs, details of stuff. I don't want to be Gerald Undone, because I don't think I could ever top the way he does it, to be perfectly honest. I think my focus on it is really going to be not so much on like, is it like the color accuracy perfect? Is it all this? I think what I'm going to be focusing on is how can you use this to tell a story as an independent creator? And I'm trying to focus on basically like story-based gear reviews. I think that might be something that if you guys are interested in that, let me know. And generally trying to upload some more content to this channel. I've been doing quite a bit on TikTok, funnily enough, over this time. And I might be the most extra TikToker out there because I literally still film on this camera and everything and try to make it look all cinematic and all that. But that's just who I am. I found that if you're going to be doing something creative, do something that is within your like alleyway. There'll be some mini vloggy type things. I'm going to be calling more of like production vlogs, as it were, because I'm never going to vlog just a random day in the life of Petros. Not until Kelsey, Rain, and I get our little studio set up. Oh yeah, that's another thing we're doing. We're setting up a mini studio to get a little mini photography studio. Some basic stuff for like editing and doing post-production work, as well as doing some photography shoots and green screen and things like that. So keep in touch for that. I think you'll really like some of the content that's going to come out of there. This pandemic was very hard on a lot of us, but we managed to get a lot of stuff done over this. I started coming back to YouTube. I started doing stuff on TikTok. I'm putting out like a new 60-second tip every single day on TikTok at the moment. So if you want to learn more filmmaking quick tips, I'm putting them out there. I did a few test runs on this channel of the YouTube Shorts function, which some did well, some didn't do so well. But if you're interested in those and you want me to keep uploading them, I'm going to try and upload maybe like one a week as a supplemental to the longer scale videos. I'm releasing some more content about the Darker Shade of Magic product. My God, it is hot under my LEDs are on loan right now, so I'm using my old tungsten lights, and it is 1,000,000 degrees in here. Anyway, I think to sum up, I'm going to be doing my usual filmmaking tips.
Sorry, I don't know that.
No one asked you. So I think to sum up, what I'm going to be doing is releasing my usual filmmaking content as well as some stuff from behind the scenes of the actual projects we're working on, like the Darker Shade of Magic project. I'm also going to be doing kind of like a bit of a comprehensive breakdown of some of the stuff we did for Sisters of House Black. But there's so many behind the scenes things that we shot. Kelsey recently released a video on her channel about how she made Sisters of House Black, and I want to go and do kind of like my own version of that, which there's a whole side of it that, from cinematography to the editing, and I really want to go through what it took to make that movie and why I think it's actually been really successful and resonates with people in a way. So if you're looking forward to the future content, please go ahead and subscribe, like, blah, blah, blah. I'll hopefully see you guys soon, and go ahead and just click whatever, notification bell. If there is any tips or anything you want me to talk about, then just go ahead and leave a comment and tell me what, whether it's about Darker Shade of Magic, whether it's about Sisters of House Black, whether it's about my life as a video game, Paradox, anything we worked on, let me know, and I will do my best to create great content for you guys, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. All right, then, get out there and create new worlds.